In the middle of the hot afternoon, I walked slowly along the edge of the rice field, looking for snails that usually hide among the rice plants. The sky was bright blue, and the gentle breeze was unable to reduce the scorching heat. However, nothing caught my attention more than the sound of laughter that came cheerfully from the direction of the rice field. I turned around and saw a group of female farmers working in the middle of the rice field, harvesting rice. Some were skillfully cutting the rice stalks, some were patiently tying them. But what made me stop was the sound of their cheerful laughter. Despite the scorching heat, they seemed to enjoy every second of their work. Without realizing it, I approached them. "I want to take a closer look." They chatted, sometimes making light jokes at each other, sometimes laughing out loud. There was no impression of being tired or rushed. Everything felt relaxed, full of jokes which made the atmosphere feel very lively. I sat on the edge of the rice field, enjoying the view. There was one woman who was leaning her side for a moment, then made a joke that made the others laugh. They whispered to each other, occasionally looking at me with mischievous smiles, perhaps surprised to see a man suddenly sitting there, for no apparent reason. I just smiled and nodded, enjoying the peace that was created. When I looked at them, I felt like I was seeing another world, a world full of laughter and hard work, but always enough to enjoy the moment. No one was in a hurry, no one was feeling pressured. There was just sweat falling, laughter flowing, and light stories filling the space between them. I suddenly felt like I was in their world, a world full of color even under the blazing sun. I was amazed by her perseverance and tenacity. Despite the hot weather, she did not seem to feel tired. Every movement she made showed a deep dedication to her work. The harvested rice began to be neatly arranged around her. I decided to approach her. "Are you busy, ma'am?" I asked, trying to greet her. She turned her head for a moment and smiled kindly. "Yes, son. If we don't harvest it soon, it will rot because of the rain," she answered in a calm voice even though sweat was dripping down her temples. I nodded, impressed by the resilience of the farmers, especially women like her. Perhaps many people do not know how hard this work is, which must be done with great patience and hard work, especially in the heat of the sun like this. As I continued my search, I couldn't help but feel a deeper respect for these farmers. Without them, this fertile land would probably not be able to produce food for so many people. They are the heroes who are rarely seen, but are always there behind every grain of rice that ends up on our dinner table.